Hi there. Long time no see. uh, I had a few people asking me how things were going, and so I figured that I would give you a quick update. Hopefully, be quick. Once I start talking, you never know. Probably not going to be too long though, because I'm pooped. I'm tired. Anyway, I'll be glad when I finally get everything done and I'm out of here and on to my next adventure. So, anyway, let me update you on some things. Um, Last you heard of me, I was going to go down to California and stay at a place down there. Well, since then, I've had a couple of setbacks, one of which I went up Monday night. Mark invited me up to watch the game, probably be the last time I'll be at his place. So had to go up and watch the Packers lose to the Giants, which neither of us were happy. We're both Packer fans. So anyway, I went to head up there. The game started at 6:20, and I went to head up there about 5:45. Went out to start to explore, let it warm up for a few minutes, then take off and go up there, although it's only about 3 or 4 blocks up. So got in it, and it was like completely dead. Well, I've got one of those jumper things that I can hook up to the battery and jump it. And I had to actually hit the boost button on it to even get that to start it. So I went up, watched the game, and went back out, got back in to explore. Same thing. Had to jump it again to get home. So it's like Mark said, well, there may be something wrong with the vehicle that's draining the battery. Now, it was a cheapo battery. That's the thing. You get what you pay for. It was like the cheapest battery that they had that I bought at the time, because that's all I could afford. And so I think it's just a crappy battery. But anyway, it's like, okay, got to find out whether it's the battery or if it's the vehicle. So it's like, here I am, stressing out over that. Well, I ended up having to buy a battery charger from Walmart, which luckily they delivered with that Walmart Plus. So I hooked it up to the battery and actually ran it, a couple of days. And then I got back in the vehicle the next morning and went to start it and started up fine. Well, it's been sitting a couple of days and went to get in it today and it didn't want to start again. So I think once it gets fully charged and I drive it a long ways, that'll help charge the battery. I think it'll be okay. It almost started today, but it just, it's like, So I think if I run the battery charger on it tomorrow, start it bright and early, let it run all day, then I think it'll be fine. Hopefully anyway, because I got no more money to get anything fixed. So So anyway, as it turns out, after buying the battery charger and all that, I don't even have enough gas money to head anywhere south, even to California, much less to Lake Havasu. So I am going to be forced to camp out. Now, I know some of you are concerned about it, but the thing is, I have 2 heaters. I think I'll be fine. And the place I'm going to is only about 20 miles from here. It's about 20 miles northwest of here. So I won't be super far away from help if something happens. I'll have people that I can get a hold of. So I don't know. And then when I get paid on the 3rd, then I'll be able to fill up my tank and head south. So I think I'll be okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to head straight down to Lake Havasu. I don't feel that the situation in California is workable because it's actually way out of the way. I would be spending twice as much in gas, and if I could only stay there a couple of weeks, then because I think, like I said before, it's a 12-hour drive from here to Lake Havasu. It's a 10-hour drive from there, even after driving all that way. So my gut tells me to just head straight down to where it's warm, and I think I'll be okay. A lot of you are concerned, but, I'm really looking forward to even camping here, even though it'll be cold. Like I said, I have my heaters, and I'll have a little different setup too than I had when I set it up there in the backyard. I'm going to have I have a couple of tarps that I can set up with it, where if it rains, or it's supposed to be like rain, snow, like next week sometime. But even so, I can keep the moisture off the tent, by I have a huge tarp that I bought specifically to go over the tent, although it was a different tent at the time when I bought it. But still, it's a good sized tarp. It's a very nice tarp. So, and I'm just kind of looking forward to getting out there and using my camp stoves, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be fun for Copper. For him to be out like that too, because he loves being outside. Now, the place that I'm going to show you some pictures. In fact, I have quite a few pictures here. I'll be showing those as I talk. This is an area, it's right on the Snake River. And actually, I've looked at the temperatures there, and the temperatures there have actually been higher than they've been here. Not by a ton, but like 4 or 5 degrees, which, it's better than being 4 or 5 degrees colder. But you can see now it's not, some of you might not think it's a beautiful area, but it's typical of the topography around here. I mean, where the house is, it's sagebrush, a few trees. Really the only trees here are ones that have been planted. They don't grow naturally. We used to joke around that our trees were like 3 feet tall, AKA sagebrush. But you can see that you get some visitors into the camping area that seem to be used to being around people. Yeah. I remember one time when I was in college, my roommate and another guy, friend of ours from Australia, we went up to Wallowa Lake. And of course, it's snow everywhere and stuff like that. And anyway, long story short, we had this deer come up to us, and I'm standing there with a bag of Doritos. And I'm thinking, ain't no way this deer's going to eat Doritos. Wrong. This deer loved Doritos. In fact, when we went to leave, I had the bag of Doritos sitting up on the dash. And his deer's sticking his head in the window with his tongue out, trying to get to the Doritos. He loved them. And then when we went to leave, he was chasing us out of there, trying to get to the Doritos. And so I told Dennis, my roommate, I said, you need to punch it. We need to lose this deer because we don't want him following us out to the highway. We didn't want him on the highway where he could get hit, get hurt. So we finally lost him, but he was still running after us, trying to catch us, trying to get some more Doritos. So yeah, you get a lot of, you get your deer, you get your chippymonks, your little animals like that, but fortunately no bears. Deer, I don't mind at all. They're kind of fun to watch. And, the thing is, a lot of these pictures were taken during the warmer weather, but the deer really come out during the winter. I know that from previous experience. So, like I say, it's right on the Snake River. It's real pretty. It's $5. I'm staying at an actual campground, too. I'm not dispersed camping right off. And it's like $5 a night. But the thing is, they have garbage, they have bathrooms, and drinking water. So, as much water as Copper and I both go through, that $5 a day will be more than paid for just by being able to fill up my water jugs and not having to buy water, and saving the water that I do have, that I will have loaded in there, save it for future use. So, yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun. Like I said, it's going to be cold, but I have 2 heaters. So, and the night that I camped out, I didn't have the one heater on, but I found out that you can run it all night. I'll just run it on low, hook it up to the 20-pound propane tank, and just let it run, so I don't wake up in the middle of the night freezing my butt off. And I've got 2 propane tanks. I've got, and 2 heaters. So, and like I say, I don't, the tent won't be a big of an issue this time because I know what I'm doing, setting it up. Before, I had no clue. I didn't know what pole went where. I was trying to figure it all out. It was just, that's why it was such a pain. So, but now I'll probably be able to get it set up in 10 minutes. Just put out the ground sheet, set it on it, boom, boom, boom. Be all set up in no time. Because, like I said, because this time I know what I'm doing. And last time I had absolutely no clue because the instructions were crap. In fact, if I hadn't watched the video on how to set it up, I wouldn't have known about the sleeve that goes over the top. And I wouldn't have poked a hole in the top if I'd known that was one pipe was supposed to slide over it. It would really be nice if they had that in the instructions, but they didn't. But anyway, as you can see by the pictures here, this is really a pretty nice area. Like I said, it's very picturesque, even though there's not a lot of trees. There are trees in the campground. But the hills are pretty much barren, but that's just the way it is around here. You've got to go quite a ways north to get into the wooded area. Of course, you get into the wooded area, you get into the bear country. So I'd rather have no trees and no bears than have trees and have bears, because bears scare the crap out of me. Deer don't, and I don't know about coyotes or something like that, but I'm sure that they're around there because they're around here, but they're not a big deal to deal with, just I've got some things that make noise. Like I got one of those air horns that, wah, one of those air horns, something like that, scare off just about anything. It even scares off bears. But I don't plan on scaring off any bears. Oh, So anyway, like I say, I'm gonna run the battery charger on it again tomorrow, and get everything loaded, other than like my sleeping bag, and like that stuff that I can just throw in there. Take me 2 minutes to throw it in the back, and then Monday we'll be out of here. And I'm really looking forward. I'm really looking forward to going to this place. It's so cool. It's got, like I say, it's not. Well, I guess it depends on your. I was going to say it's not beautiful, but I guess it depends on your view of beauty. It has its own beauty. Personally, I like trees, but this has its own beauty with the water, being right on the river and everything, and I think it'll be fun. And I don't know how many other people are camping there. I know other people do camp there during the winter, so maybe I'll, make some new friends, and it'll be nice. I'm looking forward to actually, doing some, real, true, really true, however you want to put it, camping, some actual camping. I think it'll be fun, and I know some of you are concerned for me, but I think I'll be okay. As long as I can be in there and be warm, I ain't got no problem. And the propane will last me for probably about a week. Then I can go back into town and fill them up again, because it doesn't cost a whole lot. And I also have a lot of the 1 pound canisters as well. So I should be fine. And I also have very, good sleeping bag. Plus, I like the fact that they have bathrooms there and drinking water and garbage. So it won't be roughing it nearly as bad as if I was out in the middle of nowhere dispersed. Oh, and they do have cell service too. That they still got really good cell service there. So if you go further up where the dispersed camping is, then the cell service stops. But there at this campground, I guess like Verizon, which is what my phone runs off of their network, generally has four or five bars depending on cloud cover and everything else. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to take some good books to read, and then Copper and I will go out for some walks. We do have to watch out for rattlesnakes. There was one picture that I'm not showing in here, but there was one picture some people took of a rattlesnake. Looks like it was right near their tent. But we have rattlesnakes here. I think I told the story of the time I came home. There was a rattlesnake. Somehow it got in here and was underneath the coffee table in the living room. And I zipped into my bedroom, crawled out the bedroom window, ran across the street and got Mark's dad. And we ended up capturing it and cutting its head off with a shovel. So yeah, we have those here. All of the animals. I was going to say we have all the animals here except deer. Except for last winter, I went out one night. It's like, oh crap, I got to take the garbage out. And there was snow on the ground. And I went to take the garbage out, and I didn't notice it on the way out, but on the way back, I looked, there was footprints going up the sidewalk, and they were deer tracks. And they went around one tree. Looked like they went up and sniffed the tree, and then went around the tree and went around the other side of the house. Well, then later, it must have come back, because I noticed as I looked out the window, and I went to let Copper out to go to the bathroom before bed, and I looked out there, and there were deer tracks along, the backyard where Copper and I are always playing and stuff, right along that neighbor, right along the bushes there. Between our place and the neighbors, there was deer tracks all along there. I've never seen a deer here before. And my parents moved into this house when I was a year and a half old. So, I've been around here a while, but I had never seen a deer before. But there were deer tracks. I recognized the tracks. There were deer tracks all over, which I thought, it's like, dang, I wish I could have seen it when it was out there walking around, taking some video of it. But I'm sure we'll see plenty of deer up at the campground. Be interesting to see how Copper reacts to them. To see if he's like, or that's what I'm expecting. Is if he sees him, he's going to be like, wanting to play. Won't you? What? What are you doing? What are you doing? You ding dong. Anyway, so that's the plan right now. Don't really have any other choice. But I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I'm looking forward to getting up there, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's not going to be super. It's going to be in the 20s at night. But between 20 and 30, 25 and 30. At night. But during the daytime, it's like, as long as I got a jacket on. I mean, I was outside, in the medium jacket and a ball cap and sweatpants on, and felt perfectly fine. In fact, I probably could have just got out in a hoodie and I'd have been fine. So it's not like super cold. Now I'm only going to be there a couple of weeks, 2 weeks, and it'll be 2 weeks and 4 days from today. I'll be taking off because that's when I get paid. So, so it's not going to be all that super bad, And I go right by Walmart on the way out of town, so I can stop at Walmart. Or actually, I can put in an order and just do the pickup thing where I just pull up, they loaded everything. And actually, it's not going to be that easy, though, because I'm going to have the back crammed clear full of crap. So anyway, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So anyway, as I said, this was supposed to have been a short video, but I start talking, and so you never know quite how long it's going to be. Oh, there we go. Sam's Club. Or actually just Walmart. Heck of a lot cheaper than name brand, just as good. So, what time is it? It's a little after 6 o'clock. This is going to be an early night, I think. I've just been going 100 miles an hour the last few days, just trying to get, I didn't realize how much loose stuff there was that I'm trying to find, and I ended up ordering because I just don't have enough containers to put everything in. I don't want to throw everything loose. So I ended up ordering some of these, what are they called? Dry bags. Got a small one, medium, and then El Grande. So ordered 6 of them. Ordered 2 pack. Each package has 3 of them in it, and so I ordered a total of 6 bags. So it's going to help me organize things because I just don't have enough. And I don't want. The thing is, I don't want more boxes. More boxes means more room everything's going to take up. So that's why I figured I can just stuff stuff in those bags, and I can stick them in the nooks and crannies. And I'm not sure what a cranny is. I know what a granny, but I know what a nook is. Nooks and crannies. Stick them in the nooks and crannies. Oh, what am I doing? Oh. Oh, I thought I had something on my mouth as my mustache. Yeah, I'm tired. you you can tell I'm a little tired. So anyway, that's where things stand right now. Since I do have internet, I have cell service, I'll have my hotspot there at the campground. So when I get there, I plan on getting there early Monday. So I'll take some video and probably upload a video Monday evening. If I got internet service, I might as well, right? All right, folks. Anyway, I know some of you were wondering what was going on, so that's what's going on. So like I say, I'm gonna run the battery charger on my battery, because that's one thing I won't have there at the campground is electricity. So, I want to take advantage, try to get the thing charged up as much as I can while I have electricity. So, like I say, I'm planning on getting everything loaded up other than just like my sleeping bag and my pillow. And then grabbing Copper, throwing him in he'll be on the passenger side, which I have to, he's so heavy, I have to fasten the seatbelt, otherwise he sets off the sensor. And it's beep, 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 telling me to fasten the seatbelt. Yeah, because you got a fat butt in there, huh? Yeah, you got a fat butt. So, anyway, yeah, it ain't gonna be too much longer. I'm gonna be in bed because I am just like beat. So I'll probably, once I get up there, get everything set up, I'll probably sleep really well Monday night. So, and it gets dark about, what is it? It's already dark outside. It's 6:13 right now. And it's already dark outside. So be going to bed early. Probably, I always go to bed early when I'm camping. But it doesn't I should get a lot more sleep, because if I go to bed when it's dark and get up when it gets light, you're talking about 14 hours, because here it is, it's 6 o'clock, it's already dark, it's pitch black outside, and it doesn't get light here until like 8:30. I mean, it gets light where you can see outside, but it doesn't get light until almost 9 now in the morning. Anyway, folks, wish me luck, and we shall talk to you later.